Hey you guys, it's Anne Marie. So I wanted to do a little intro, and then I guess I'll pause it and split the video and show the whole interaction with the guy. His name's George. So in two videos, one video froze, and so then I had to re-record, and I was talking about my premonitions. I guess that's the only way I know how to define it. I'm sure there's more of a technical name, but I have this while I see somebody or hear something or whatever at the corner of my eye, and I'll turn and nothing will be there, and then within 2 or 3 minutes it happens, right? And so I was just processing that with you guys, because you guys are the people I have to talk to about this stuff. And I was saying about how I had this vision, and I thought I heard a wagon, but I had this vision of an old man pulling some type of wagon. Even though my vision was more like an older wagon than what the video showed. But I envisioned this old man pulling this wagon, and it had wood in it. And I looked around because I thought I saw it at the corner of my eye, and I looked around, and I said in my video, not as a paranoid or fear or anything like that, but just, wow, because usually I can hear things when they're way in the distance. I can hear if it's happening in real time. I can hear stuff in the distance. I sense everything around me. That's how I'm like pretty spidey senses here. But anyway, I looked around and I didn't see or hear anybody. 3-4 minutes go by, and here comes this white guy, this older white guy with a fucking, it wasn't like really a wagon, but it was like a kind of like a wagon with wood in it, right? And so at the end of the video, I go and talk to him. And I cut that part of the video out because I'm going to attach it to this so you can see our interaction. Oh my God, I just don't have anyone to talk to about this stuff. And that's why I do the videos. Oh, look. Okay. Look, I'm about to, hold on. I'm about to show you. I wasn't bullshitting. So here are these benches. Okay, hold on.
She's back.
You fixed all the benches.
Yes, I fixed this one.
Oh, wow. It's so nice to have.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I enjoy doing it.
Well, I enjoy sitting on them when I'm too hot.
I try to place it. My knees are bad, okay?
I think it's amazing. I think it's a great idea.
Now, the next thing is, these are spots where they don't get washed away. The
Okay.
river rarely gets up this high. If it gets up this high, we're all in trouble, honey.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't ever remember them being up this high. Now, down there further, I noticed there was like a dip, and there was like all these trees. It looks like the water kind of gets up there, but then there was still like a little hill here.
In fact, you can, the leaves in the trees right there.
Yeah.
That's pretty much a high water mark. And we'd be not quite knee deep in water right now.
Oh, yeah, wow.
But see, this bench, if it gets washed into that, which means it might get stuck.
Oh, yes,
Down further, there are other places where I had benches that were washed away because there's nothing holding back.
Yeah, there's nothing holding back. Wow.
But
what a great thing. That's amazing.
They're woods from right here, you know.
I figured it was the wood that you used. Yeah.
This is the honeysuckle from, I was just telling another, you're the 5th person that's come by here I've chatted to, which I love.
Well, good, I love
I love it. See this?
Yeah.
Here's a bench right here.
Oh.
Look at the size of this beast. And there's a leg right there. There's another leg up there. Yeah, this would be a killer. Oh, and look at the size of this. Holy
oh, yeah,
Lord.
that would be a nice bench.
I might be able to get 2 benches out of this beast. But if I were to cut this one down, what you want to bet, someone to say, oh, you cut down my spirit tree. I come by here and walk all the time, and now that this bench is here, I sit here and commune with nature in my spirit tree. So the trees I cut down are on the other side of it. Okay, between 315
I speak to trees, and I love trees, and I wouldn't think to ever say that. I would just figure the tree served its purpose, and now it's serving a different purpose now. But I mean, it's each their own.
You need shade here.
Right.
I'm cool with that, you know. So this, if I cut this down, this would be blade. Look at it. This is all the shade right here.
Yeah, it is.
But
that's
so on
amazing.
the other side of it, I have a canoe. And so I go on between 315 and the rivers where I gather all the wood. No one goes there but me. Maybe an occasional homeless person.
But they can have a lot of spirit trees.
To get there. Okay,
yeah.
So I can cut as long as I want to, and no one knows. And have a quiet little electric chainsaw.
No one can hear. Not to disturb Mother Nature.
Well, not just that. The rules in Columbus. You need to be trained and have permission to cut any tree of any kind on public property. okay, that's legit, okay?
Right.
That's legit. So I'm just going to be quiet about this. And yeah.
And when I put my phone down, I turned it off on accident, so it stopped recording, which I wish it would have caught the rest of the engagement. His name is George, and he was telling me how he goes across the river to get those honeysuckles, because the trees, people say the trees are their spirit trees, right? And we have this conversation, and he was saying what he noticed was when he goes across the river and cuts down the honeysuckles to make the benches that he puts, which is amazing. His theory is, he puts because I asked him, I said, well, how do you know where to put the benches at? And he said, well, I just walk, and if I get really tired, I'm like, this will be a great place to build a bench. And I put a bench there based on how I feel. And I was like, that's amazing. So anyway, so he tells me he cuts down these honeysuckles on the other side of the Olentangy River here in Columbus, Ohio. And he takes a canoe and he goes up there. He said, but what he's noticed is that pawpaw trees, and what was the other one? And walnut trees have grown where he's cut down these honeysuckles. And so we started talking about the pawpaw tree. Now, there's a big festival here in Ohio, and there's a lot of people that are all about pawpaws. I've never had them. I don't know a lot about them. So he's telling me that he just found out himself when he was asking people about it. But there's male and female pawpaw trees, and you'll notice there's a lot of one sex or whatever, but you can't procreate without the other sex or something like that. I may get it mixed up. And he was like, and I'm wondering, like, how would you know if it's a male or a female tree? And I was like, yeah, it's not like you can say, show me your nuts. And he started cracking up. He was like, I think you're my soul spirit sister with trees. And I said, yeah, how would you know? And then I proceeded to tell him that I could put my hands on trees, and I talked to trees. And we had this beautiful conversation. And of course, then he told me a joke that he says it's a ninth grade joke, but how do you tell if it's a male chromosome or female chromosome? And I was like, how? He's like, you just have them pull down their pants. This guy, he's probably a little bit older than me. I mean, I don't look like I'm 50, but he's probably older than me. And it was just funny that I could find someone I could joke with, whatever. And it was an amazing encounter with another divine being. Like, here's someone, and I should have. So I'll probably never get to him, but hey, George, his name is George. He brightened my day, and we had an amazing conversation, and we both shared that with each other. Like, wow, it was so cool to talk to someone he was like, I know I'm kind of strange. And I was like, well, I'm considered kind of weird too. I said, because I can put my hands on trees and talk to him and all that. He was like, that's so cool. And I was like, I know, I love it. He's like, I love them. I love trees. When we start talking about different universes and different gods, and it was amazing. It was amazing. So anyway, I hope you're healthy and happy, full of joy. I'm getting ready to pull some cards. I got something to share with you. May you love and be loved. You guys heal. Don't harm. You never know where you're going to run into someone and they remind you of the magic around you and that you're not alone. Have a great day.